think it was a lot easier to be a vegetarian on Loyola's campus than a vegan, obviously, but it definitely was a challenge just because I think something that Loyola's not super conscious of is that if you cook something with like animal fat, someone who hasn't eaten meat in like, you know, a couple years, that's really going to affect them. So like french fries and stuff like that. So they can tend to mark things that have been like, I guess, contaminated, I guess would be the word, as like vegetarian or vegan. But when I went dairy free and I went like full vegan, being on the dining plan was essentially impossible. There's like one thing at the dining hall and it's rice. And so there's like literally nothing you can eat. And so I was just like getting to the point where I was eating basically like bad lettuce every day and like chocolate soy milk, and that was essentially that was it. And so yeah, it got that was when I was like, this might not be like the easiest thing. And so I kind of just almost like kind of questioned whether I should like be doing like veganism, especially like in a college setting where I'm super broke and I don't have any other options really for food other than what I've already paid for. But then I was like, it was also something that I was really passionate about and very dedicated to at the time. And so it was like, it wasn't something that I could just like give up, because it kind of felt like it was like a part of who I was at that point. It was a lot of stress, especially like not just on me, but also my parents. Like they were so worried that I like wasn't eating and then like all this stuff. And so it caused a strain, I think, especially coming into college and already being like, holy crap, I'm in college. Like there's so many things that you're scared about. And then you come in and there's this other layer of stress. That's just like something that's so fundamental and so basic, is that you don't think that you're gonna have to worry about food and like being able to feed yourself, especially like on a college campus with 3 dining halls. But it's like a very real thing, I think, for a lot of people. And so it just kind of added like another level of like things that I had to worry about. I think the biggest thing is just like education, and not just like the dietitians and the people who are like trained in that sort of thing. I don't think that it's necessarily coming from them, but I think that the whole staff, anyone that works in a place where food is served on campus, needs to understand what is vegan, what is vegetarian, what are some triggers for vegetarians, for vegans. You know, like if you cook french fries in animal fat and you get them at Bleecker Street or at any college campus where they cook french fries, just all of them, that could make a vegan or a vegetarian really, really sick. Or even for someone like me who's gluten-free, like if you cook chicken tenders in oil that you cooked french fries in, if I eat those french fries, I'll get sick because there was gluten in those chicken tenders and now it's all the french fries. And so I think that there's a lot of things that people don't realize, that it's not necessarily just like, oh, they won't eat this egg, but it's like anything that hasn't been thoroughly washed or has been like come into contact with that egg is now contaminated for that person. Maybe have like a special seminar for vegan vegetarians and how to like survive on a college campus in orientation. Maybe have like a meetup for vegans and vegetarians on campus where you can sit and you can discuss things with a dietitian there, rather than having to like set up a meeting, which is really awkward and weird. You know, I think there's just resources that we aren't using, and I think that there's a lot of ways that we can like bring them together, because it also forms like a community. Like I think I know like 2 other vegans on campus, and so like I think it would help a lot to be able to like lean on people for support, but also have them be more aware, and also have them just educate the general population about vegan and vegetarian issues.